Welcome back to Joyful Adventure Audits. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're continuing our series on the lost, closed, repurposed, and abandoned pubs of Birmingham, completely free of charge for everyone. It's November 2025, and today we're on Washwood Heath Road in Alum, standing at number 321. But there's nothing to see here anymore except modern housing. This is where the Cross Guns pub once stood, another Birmingham local that's been completely erased from the landscape. Let's tell the story of the Cross Guns and the fight to save it. The Cross Guns has quite a history. The original Victorian pub was an Atkinsons Brewery house. For those who don't know, Atkinsons was one of Birmingham's major brewers, founded in 1855 at their Aston Park Brewery on Queen's Road in Aston. Their logo, three-letter A's for Atkinsons Aston Ales, was registered in 1888 and became a familiar sight across Birmingham pubs. People who remember the original Cross Guns talk about sitting outside as kids with a bottle of lemonade and a bag of crisps, you know, the ones with the little blue sachet of salt inside, waiting for their dads who were inside having just one more pint. The pub was also the 56 bus stop into town. Next to it was Washwood Heath bus depot, which later became an Indian supermarket. This was a proper community hub in a working-class area. In 1959, Atkinsons Brewery was acquired by Mitchells and Butlers. 2 years later, M&B merged with Base to form Base, Mitchells and Butlers, and the Aston Park Brewery, along with over 200 pubs, closed in 1962. The original Victorian Cross Guns was demolished at some point, reportedly to make way for a planned dual carriageway expansion that never quite happened in the way the council originally envisioned. Around 1987, M&B rebuilt the Cross Guns as a modern pub. It wasn't fancy, but it served its purpose, a local for the Washwood Heath and Alum community. And that's the building that would become the centre of a bitter controversy 25 years later. By 2012, the Cross Guns was owned by Punch Taverns, Britain's biggest pub company at the time, but also a company struggling with massive debts. The Landlord had been running the pub profitably for 2 years and had 3 more years left on his lease. Then Punch Taverns applied for permission to demolish the Cross Guns and build 13 houses on the site. The Landlord was furious. "I will do everything I can to save this pub for the regulars and the community of Washwood Heath," he said. "There is a need for a local pub and it is the last remaining in the area." He had a point. Punch's planning application listed alternative pubs within walking distance, but when the BBC's Inside Out programme investigated, they found the list was full of inaccuracies, pubs that had closed, been demolished, or were actually restaurants and function rooms, not proper locals at all. The investigation caused Birmingham City Council to immediately halt the application while they looked into the misleading claims. A 341-signature petition was submitted opposing the housing scheme. Local councillor said, "I know this pub, it is a genuine community local and this development is very disappointing." But planning officers told the committee that in planning law, any pub within 2 kilometres, about 1.25 miles, counted as a suitable alternative. The Landlord called this ridiculous. "There are elderly and disabled residents in the home next door on walking sticks and Zimmer frames who can't go that far, especially in winter." Despite the opposition, despite the petition, despite the dodgy data being exposed, Birmingham's planning committee reluctantly approved the demolition. The chairman said, "It is with a heavy heart that I fear we have no alternative but to approve the planning application." 9 committee members agreed, 2 abstained. Punch Taverns insisted the pub wasn't viable and they had a duty to shareholders to maximize returns. They claimed the site was worth more as development land than as a pub. Around 2012, the Cross Guns was demolished. New housing now covers the site. The last pub in Washwood Heath, gone. So that's the Cross Guns, Washwood Heath. From Victorian Atkinsons Brewery pub, to 1987 M&B rebuild, to 2012 demolition despite community opposition. Standing here in 2025, there's no trace left. Just modern houses where a community pub once stood. If you remember the Cross Guns, if you drank here, if you've got stories or photographs, share them in the comments or email them to us. Details in the description. We've got hundreds of lost, closed, repurposed, and abandoned pubs documented on our channel, all completely free. Check them out, subscribe if you haven't, and let us know which pub we should cover next. Thanks for watching.
They knocked it down for 13 dreams. Brick by brick, they stole the scenes of pints and stories. Laughter spilled, the cross guns quiet, the jukebox killed, the locals scattered, lost their flame. Simmer frames can't play this game. Oh, progress, cheers, but no one's around. Raise a glass to hollow ground. 13 houses, 13 lies, the last round's gone. The spirit died. Remember the nights of fake pub names, the lame duck, rusty fork and flaming dames. Now we're miles too far for tidal feet. No ale, no tales, just cold concrete. They paved the pines, they locked the door. Who needs a heart when you've got a floor? Oh, progress, cheers, but no one's around. Raise a glass to hollow ground. 13 houses, 13 lies, the last round's gone. The spirit dies. Spirit dies.
Lemonade on Washwood Heath Road. No more. 56, the bus stop is gone. Lemonade on Washwood Heath Road. No more. The Buffs, Daddy's gone to the Buffs. Not anymore. Not anymore. The Buffs, Daddy's gone to the Buffs. Not anymore. All gone. The cross gun, the cross guns. For housing development, shareholder value,